Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome back to my Best of 2016 little series. And today, tonight, or whenever it is, wherever you are, we're covering number 3 on my Best of 2016 list, and that is Sausage Party. Now, some people will not like this film because it sort of requires you to have a certain sense of humor. And if you don't have that sense of humor, you are not going to have a good time at all. It's extremely funny. I found myself laughing multiple times throughout the film. But that's because I like the sort of humor this movie has. Now, I don't do a good majority of comedies just because for some reason my brain doesn't really understand them that much. And when I attempt to write comedy, I do writing commissions, and one person keeps on requesting comedies from me, so I guess I do something sort of right. I guess. Maybe. But this humor is very vulgar, to put it lightly. I'm going to talk about a scene near the end that, yeah. And besides the crude humor, like near the end, it's sort of like before in the film, you sort of knew what to expect. There's these talking foods that are like people. And, hilarity ensues. Like, the douche is an actual douche. And then when, like, the baby carrot comes back to the food store, it turns out he sort of decapitated the guy that was going to eat him. And it just, like, I sort of thought I knew what to expect from this film, and that was not it. But for the... God damn it. I was doing so good tonight. I was being such a good girl. Damn it. But for the most part, there's really wacky humor. Just... some of it is because it's food talking. And, like, there's this drug that makes people see food as, talking. Yeah, that was, and then, like, the stoner has to be the one talking to the carrot, and then, the stoner just thinks, oh, I just got high, and that's why, thought I was talking to food. And, like, there's where the baby carrot escapes, and there's like these condoms on the street, and yeah, it's very funny, very sort of disturbing. But besides being a comedy, there's also commentary about religion. Okay, there was a slight little burp there. Besides being a comedy, there's also, it also talks about religion in a sense. The main conflict, the hot dog's journey of self-discovery involves finding out that what he had believed his whole life was a lie. What he and the majority of foods in the grocery store believe is that, well, the humans are going to come and take them to the great beyond, and it's like sort of like a heaven thing, you know, you get taken and you're in this heavenly place and it's a paradise. And so all the foods, you know, that are in the grocery store grow up believing that. There's also a song every morning reinforcing those beliefs. And they only learn the truth once they're out. So the hot dog's like, I gotta warn people when he finds out that, you know, it's shit in the quote-unquote great beyond, and that the song and the whole belief system was created to, well, keep control of the food. And so there's no mass panic and everything's run smoothly in the store. And it turns out that the song that's sung every morning has changed over time to fit different, you know, beliefs, to show whatever the foods want. And that's a commentary on religion if I have ever heard one. So yeah, it makes you think a little, but it's not a film that is philosophical, that delves into these subjects at any great length. And I tapped them up. Bad mic. Fucking bad mic. Anyways, where was I before this asshole distracted me? Yeah, so there's concepts thrown out, but they're not delved in really too deeply. And that's okay, because no one fucking sees a trailer for this movie and goes, I want to have an in-depth discussion on religion, on all the intricacies of it. But there is enough that you can sort of say, hey, I can place that in the real world. And so the question is brought up, of course, if you find out that, you know, gods don't exist, God doesn't exist, whatever your religion is actually false, and you've been dedicating your whole life to it, and you find out, you know, doesn't really matter, what would you do? Well, the foods of Sasha's, my words were like, don't talk about this, Josh, don't fucking stop, you can stop the video right here, things will be fine, it'll be fine. So what do the foods decide in Sausage Party once there's no religion? That the religion was fake? Well, they go, hey, nothing really matters anymore, there's no actual rules, and people who have fucking seen this film know what I'm going to fucking say, and it's one thing, like, usually films don't break me, like, there can be crazy shit on screen, and I am fine, I am great, I can stand that shit. Sausage Party broke me when they had the food orgy. It's not just that the food orgy happened, it's just it goes on, at least when I saw it in theaters, it like goes on for a fucking long time. It's like, I just, what the fuck? It's like, part of me is just grossed out by it, another part of me is like, I'm really sad I didn't think of this myself or write something this insane myself, but then it's like, they probably had a lot of drugs and they've had experience writing some fucking messed up shit. So yeah, if you've been watching this whole little video and like, oh, I never really thought of watching Sausage Party before, and like, but I don't know if, you know, the food orgy would be good. I mean, I just don't know. I'm sort of on the fence of whether I should see it with that. Just If you have any questions with the food orgy part, yeah, it's probably worse than you think. And that was my pick for my top third movie that I saw in 2016. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? And, what's your third favorite movie of 2016? Please comment below. I have been Jashikins, owner at jashikins.blogspot.com. On my blog, there are wonderful vlogs like this to love and enjoy, and there's actually well-written articles. I have a large post talking about Charlotte Hale is actually Maeve. So that seemed to be popular. And please like and subscribe. Also, there are links in the description. Please check them out. One is for my sci-fi web series I'm doing, so please show your support. And until next video, goodbye.